Good morning, Year 3. Before we start today's work, let's just go over yesterday's. Let's see how you got on. So, one of our questions was to share 20 items between 4 people. So here are my 20 items, and let's put them into groups for 4 people. Okay, so we'll make sure we're doing this equally. So we're going to keep going around the 4 people. Hopefully you found some things in your house to help you with, some concrete things that you could use. Things like pencils, hairbands, anything at all, just to help you physically move it and do it in a concrete form. Okay, so there's our concrete. So there are 20 items and we shared them between 4 people. And so that each person had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try that with our pictorial. So I've drawn my 20 items and now I'm going to share them into our groups. So we would have our 4 items. So there's our 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Just do 4 very quick stick people. Okay, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's our pictorial, and then our abstract. We had 20 items and we shared them between the 4 people and they each had 5. So our sentence 20 divided by 4 equals 5. The next one, we had 16 items to share between 2 people. So let's start putting them into 2 equal groups. So we're sharing our 16 between our 2 groups. And then there's our 2 equal groups from our 16. We could do our 2 groups. And there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then for our abstract, we have 16 and we shared that between 2, and then they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 divided by 2 equals 8. And then our next question was 25 shared between 5 people. So there's my concrete. I've shared it between 5 people. If we had our pictorial, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Again, there's our 5 groups of 25 altogether. So 25 divided by 5 or shared between 5 equals 5. And some of you are probably starting to spot your times tables and recognise how your times tables are helping you calculate this. Let's move on to the grouping. So the question was, find 14 items in your home. Imagine they're oranges. Divide the 14 oranges into groups of 7. How many groups of 7 are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a second group of 7. And then we can do that as well on our pictorials. There are 14 altogether. Put them into 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our one group of 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our second group of 7. So we have 2 groups of 7. So 14 divided by 7 equals 2. Now we have 20 Skittles and we need to work out how many groups of 5 there are. So let's put them into groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And again, we can do this on the pictorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one of my groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the second of my groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the third of my groups. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the fourth group. So you can see really clearly where those groups are. So we know that 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Then we had 12 beads and we needed to put them into groups of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the second group. And 1, 2, 3, 4, there's my third group. Again, we can show this quite clearly on here. Putting them into groups of 4. There's one group of 4. There's another group of 4. And there's another group of 4. So we know that 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Well done to everybody who got that right. And if you didn't, hopefully that's just helped show you. And you can always go back and try anything again. Let's move on with today's learning. We're going to look at how our skip counting knowledge from our multiplication could have helped us with this. You may have already done that. Now, if we had the sum or the division sentence 20 divided by 2, we can use our skip counting to help us. So rather than getting real sheep, I've drawn some sheep as our concrete, and we can see that they're all in 2s. So we've got 20 altogether, 20 sheep altogether into groups of 2, and we can work out how many 2s there are, so how many groups of 2 there are in 20, using our skip counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we know from using our fingers or using the hands, if you still have the hand charts from the multiplication work, you know that there are 10 groups of 2 in 20. So that tells us that 20 divided by 2 equals 10, because we know that 10 times 2, the inverse, 10 times 2 is 20. Now let's look at another one. So this time I've got 24 altogether, so I've got 24 sheep. So if you had 24 counters, you could do this with 24 counters, and you're dividing them into 3s. But again, you can use your skip counting to help you with this. Get your fingers. Are you ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So if there were 24 sheep into groups of 3, there would be 8 groups of 3. So 8 lots of 3, 8 groups of 3 are 24, because you know that 8 multiplied by 3 equals 24. So this might be a really good time just to practice and go back over your skip counting, because that will help you feel more confident when it comes to division, because division is the inverse of multiplication. So we've looked at how skip counting can help us. Now let's look at how we can use our dot paper knowledge to help us. So we've got this question. A teacher asks her class to arrange 25 chairs into rows of 5. How many rows will there be? Now you could use concrete equipment, that's absolutely fine. You could use your skip counting, or you could use your dot paper. So we know that we need to make rows of 5, and we know that there's 25 altogether. So we can draw a row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So altogether there would be 25 chairs. We've put them into rows of 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. So how many rows will there be altogether? Well, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that 25 divided by 5 equals 5. So there would be 5 rows. So you can use your dot paper to help you with your division as well, because as we said, it's the inverse. Now we have 2 tasks today that I want you to develop your skip counting and your dot paper knowledge with. So let's have a look at them. There are 2 tasks to do on the PowerPoint today. One that involves your skip counting practice and one that goes over using dot paper. Now I think you'll be brilliant at both of them. Have a little practice, let me know how you get on, upload your work to the blog, it would be brilliant to see it, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, guys.